Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within.
What's up, people? Ha ha. Yes, what's up? What it do? Well, I just had to share this screen right here real quick because the devil thought he was going to play games today with all of this, manipulation of the skies. I'm going to just say that. So I had to come out here and let y'all know. I said sun today. I said sun today. And what do y'all see? Let's just take a real quick tour and then I'm going to pause the video for a minute while I go take my seat. What do y'all see? Uh-huh. What y'all see? Who's playing? Because we not. Who's playing? Because we not. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the video from earlier. Totally different scenario. Skies look totally different from earlier this morning. Who's playing? Because we not. Yes, Lord. You are in control. There is no other God like you. Don't y'all ever forget that. There is no other God like the Most High God. There is no other God like the Most High God. All other gods, literally, and that ain't no disrespect. That's just facts. All of the gods, man builds, but there is nobody like the Most High God. I just want to share that with y'all real quick. I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen for a moment while I go take my seat, and then I'll meet y'all on the other side.
All right. Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What's up, peoples? Let me see if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. And then let me get set up over here on Instagram real quick. Y'all let me know in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me go ahead and set this up over here real quickly. I just want to show y'all something real quick. That's it. I ain't going to be here for no whole long time. I just want y'all to see something. Okay, that's it. So let me get started over here. What's up, Instagram? What is going down, family? Awesome. Glad you guys can hear me and don't mind that Gatorade bottle in the back. Don't be distracted by that because I got something to tell y'all, okay? I got something to show y'all and something to tell y'all. Why am I so giddy on today? Because I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you choose to believe in. At the end of the day, and like I said in the beginning, that is no disrespect whatsoever. I'm not a disrespectful person. I really believe that, you want respect, you got to give it. But I say this in all humility. There ain't no other God like my God. And if you don't know him, I beg of thee to get to know him. He like a free sample. You can try him if you like. And if you don't, then whoever you serve and believe in will take you back. Okay? But there is nobody like the Most High God. There is nobody like the Most High God. And I don't care what's going on and what they doing around us. There is doors that is being opened for his people that will get into proper divine alignment with him. I'm just crazy enough to believe, y'all, if he said it, that settles it. I'm going to take that and run completely with it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to run. I'm going to take off. Like they say, hey, if you get in a car and you start it, and you drive the wheel like that, it's going to go and it's going to get you to where you got to go. And you know what? We blindly got in that car, stuck that key in that ignition, even though we seen everybody else do it. We didn't know if it was going to work for us or if we was going to be able to work it. But when we got in that car and we started driving, it's like, oh man, I'm doing this. Wow, yes, I'm doing this. You got confident. And the more you did it, the more, you mastered it. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Let me get this word and apply it. I tell y'all, because I know everybody at different places, but if you work that word will work for you. And if it says one thing, that's exactly what it means. I had it. Do y'all hear me? I have had it, and I had it this morning. Way over there, past there. Y'all doing too much. And if you give us power and authority, guess what? I'm going to go out here and exercise mine. That's just facts. And I didn't done it before, so I know. It's like, what is happening, we're allowing it to happen. And when you get tired of it and you stand in your rightful God-given position, then guess what? The earth, the elements, nothing in this life or this earth that walketh or anything in the spiritual realm will be able to shut you down. Outside of God, that is. He gave us the ability to represent him. Can I just walk this word, Can I just walk this word? Do anybody want to hear the word? Anybody interested in hearing the word? Can I just walk this word with y'all? I'm not just somebody that's going to lead you to something. I want to make sure that we educated, that we at least know the truth. Okay? I'm not like any of those other Christians y'all then came into contact with. I'm a kingdom ambassador, and I'm going to keep on saying that. I'm kingdom. And kingdom, it says my kingdom does not come with a whole bunch of words. That's what religious people do. They shout and hoop and holler, make a whole bunch of noise. They still in the same type of bondage. They still in the same restraints. They are doing themselves a disservice because the very thing that they preach and they don't have it. And they make themselves look very embarrassed to the world, to those that are watching them. It says, my kingdom comes with demonstration and with power.
It don't come with a whole bunch of fancy words. It comes with demonstration. That's why the Apostle Paul said, if you don't believe in me, at least believe in the works that I do, because I can't do them on my own. You ain't got to like me, but you better believe that God is with me by what I do in his name. And a lot of us is at different places. And I'm very humble. I'm very, I'm very compassionate. I'm human. I'm not going to judge you for where you at. I'm going to love you right where you at. But I am going to tell you the truth. If you under my, if you under my tutelage, or if you under on my platform, then guess what? You're going to hear this truth. And there is two things that you can do. You can listen or you can get ghost. I'm still going to love you. Ain't no love lost at all. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth over here, because that is my due diligence. That way, when you go and you get what's rightfully yours, you in a position mentally, spiritually, physically to go ahead and keep it and manage it as you are commanded to do. I'm not the next big wave, like, hey, over here, I'm not that. I'm so different. I'm so separate that there cannot be another duplicate of who I am, because I am so different. The whole man needs to prosper. The whole man. And I just want to take y'all back just a little bit. Okay? I just want to take y'all back just a little bit. I want y'all to know that I am not and never will be another somebody else. And there will never be another me. And there will never be another you. So you might as well be the best version of you. Literally. The whole man needs to prosper. The whole man. What does it profit a man to gain everything in the world and lose his mind? No, Dr. Tawana, that say soul. Soul means mind. Soul is your mind, your will, and your emotion. So that is what the Lord was saying. What does it profit you to get all of that and you ain't got a right mind? It doesn't. We see mad people with mad money. They on drugs. They on everything. They cannot even enjoy what they built. They cannot even enjoy what they worked so hard for. They had to do drugs and pop pills and Percocets and all this other stuff to be able to manage it. They have anxiety up the yin yang. Look at Michael Jackson. He had to induce his own sleep because he could not get any. So you got a lot of mad people. All that talent. They get into realms and they lose their mind. No. I like ministry and money because money helps me do ministry. Period. I like making a difference and a dollar. Why? Because God said I can. And no, my heart is not attached to money. Money is my servant. I'm not his servant. I'm not out here working for money. You got me twisted. Never, ever will I do that again. Now that I know better, I will never, ever do that again. And when you wake up, it's hard to go back to sleep. When you done tasted liberty and freedom, it's hard to go back to bondage. Period. That's why wealthy people become wealthier. Because it's hard to go backwards. When you done tasted freedom, it's hard to go backwards. Trust me. When you have the ability for nobody to be blowing up your phone, talking about money and all of this stuff, and we need your bills, when you have the liberty to do what you want to do, what you always dreamed to do. I used to always dream. Oh, I'm going to talk about it today. And I'm just here for a minute. I remember. I need y'all to understand where all this comes from. Where the compassion, where the passion, where the hunger, where the fire. Y'all need to understand where this come from. I was a single mother taking care of 6 children. All their fathers was not in their life. And if you know my testimony, you know that 5 of my children was conceived through rape. So their fathers were not in their lives. Which means I didn't have enough money. I remember when I moved into this house, and I've been having what I'm about to say for a while, but it didn't dawn on me. I didn't have that awakening until I moved into this house. When I just opened up my linen closet one day and went in there and I had stacks and racks and piles of tiles. I said tiles, bath tiles. Because growing up, I don't know what a bath towel was. We dried off with shirts. What do you mean? We dried off with shirts. People in my family that I consider family, not by blood, because blood don't make us family, but that I consider that took me in off the streets. I was homeless at 12, sleeping in hospitals just to be able to lay my head somewhere. I was molested and raped over 50 times because I did not have a stable place to stay. Everywhere I went, somebody violated me. Everywhere. I began drinking Cisco and became very violent. And through all that, God did not let me die. I would be wail across town and end up somewhere else on the other cross town. People would be following me, all kinds, men in particular, would be following me. Here you have a 12, 13-year-old little girl walking the streets. So I remember having them. And I remember now having to wear the same underwears for a year. Now, that don't mean that I was stanky. That means that I didn't have enough money to go buy me some new underwears. My kids needed underwears first. So bras had holes in them. I'm very transparent. I don't care what nobody think. I've been delivered from people, places, and things. That's why if you drive my way, I drive back. I don't care about any of that. Sometimes I may turn the other cheek, and sometimes I may clap all the way back, literally. And that ain't got nothing to do with worldliness. That's just the boat. I'm not allowing you to offend me and me to get off or go to sleep and you hurt my heart or something like that. No, I'm going to check it from the gate. And then I'm going to lay down freely. Because the devil ain't getting access to no parts of my life. But I'm very transparent. I don't have anything to hide. Nothing. I'm an open book, period. So I tell the truth, and that's what a lot of people can't stand about me, especially the religious people. And by the way, I'll be seeing the subs. But I'm going to let cowards do what cowards do, because real men and women will come and deal with the situation, face to face. But since you a coward, I'm going to let you be a whole coward by yourself. Until you tag me or address me, then I'm going to let you be a coward. See, the kingdom don't do that. We are the salt and the light, not the sugar and the shade. You go ahead and be religious and a coward. As long as you don't step to me inappropriately, then we good. You throw your shade over there. I'm going to keep on building. Throw your bricks. I'm going to keep on building. Throw your shade. I'm going to keep on chilling. Okay? Under the shade that you build. Peace out. Nevertheless, I remember not being able to take my kids and, I had to get financial aid money to be able to go take all my kids collectively and buy them clothes. I had to wait on that. So that kept me in school. Not because I was trying to get no education. I needed the financial aid. Hello, somebody. But I got an amazing experience from that experience, even though I just signed up. Because what people don't understand is when I left home, by the time I was 16 years of age, I started selling drugs. Hooked up with some essays and it was over from there. And I sold drugs. And I had that life. I'm not going to lie. I had that life. Everything, credit, I didn't know what credit was. Filling out applications for what? Everything that I needed, I bought. But when I had the experience with my sixth child and we died, that was the end of that lifestyle. And now I was a new creature in Christ. And when I became a new creation in Christ, all things had to pass away. And the very first thing that the Lord told me needed to go, because I had blood money. and had decked my house out and was using that money to bless my children. I had blood money and I needed to get rid of everything connected to that lifestyle, included all of my furniture, everything in my house. I was humbled and had to lay on the floor. Do you hear me? They bunk beds, everything that was bought with dope money, I had to get rid of it. That was my first test. Is you really about this life or not? And had to go through the shame. What's going on with Tawana over there? She don't got no furniture in her house. Her kids are sleeping on the floor. But God said. But God said. So I don't care what y'all say, but I know the truth. That's all I need to know. Is I know what he said to me. He didn't say it to y'all. He said it to me. And start from over. And it seemed like when I became a believer, my life got hellish. Hellish. It was like while I was out there in the world, I had no problems. But now my life has gotten hellish. And I made a vow to the Lord that I would never go back to selling drugs. And he made a vow to me that if you do, you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life. So the fear of that alone kept me from going backwards, even when I wanted to, even when they was talking. It was the fear of the Most High God. Why? Because I encountered his fear for real, not for fake, not what these preachers then told me in the pulpit. I died and I had an experience with the Most High God that I don't want any of y'all to have an experience of that side, of that kind, of that nature. I don't care what you say. I'll challenge my God against your God all day long because I didn't have an encounter with the almighty living God, not the one that you got to carry and offer cigarettes and oranges and chocolate milk to. Do you hear me? The one that is alive that can protect me from demonic spirits, not the ones that I got to burn to ward them off. Do you hear me? The real wise and living God, the one that can raise my life from the dead, that God. I had an encounter with him and his fear, which is the beginning of wisdom. That's why you cannot pay me to play with God. That's why I'm separate, and that's why I'm unique. That's why I ain't like all these other people. That's why I ain't out here. Never, ever. I fear him. Do you understand me? I don't care nothing about human beings in that sense. I don't care about offending you. I ain't going to offend him. That's what I'm not going to do. Why? Because I didn't had a real life experience with that God. Not a fake one, not a hook and a bug, not a hands laid on me and I fall out and roll out. Not that, a real one. While I was being evil and the powers that I was serving couldn't save me. Actually, they turned on me. They turned on me. Oh, no. You gonna turn on me? You gonna use me to do your bidding and then turn on me and kill me? Oh, hell no. That's over with. And so when I got into faith, it was on and popping. You know, that's just like when you was a blood, now you want to switch up and be a Crip. Everybody in the blood gang gonna try to come for you and kill you because you are a traitor. And life got real hellistic for me. Satan threw everything possible to get me to go back. But because of that experience that I had, 22 makes 20 years that I've been running and running hard. 20 years, July 29th, 2002. So July 29th, 2022 will be 20 years. I'm 20 years old because I've been reborn again, literally. 42 in this skin, but 20 years old by birth. And I have been serving and going and plowing, and that's why I'm different. That's why I'm different. Don't think that I am without temptation now. Don't think that I'm not skilled either. Don't think that I'm dumb and I'm not skilled, because you will have a rude awakening. I have been preparing for all of these years. Been in training And man didn't train me. He didn't let man get close to me. He let all of them reject me. You know what I'm saying? He let all of them do their thing. I didn't want to get close to them, and he didn't want them to get close to me. Because no man will be able to get the glory out of your life, Tawana. Nobody. Ain't no other man going to be able to get the glory out of your life. I'm going to make sure of that. Ain't nobody going to help you. Ain't nobody. When I was looking for teachers and nobody, it ain't going to happen. They don't want to sit with you. You too real, you know. You see things. So they don't want to sit around you because they know you see them. They know you see things. It don't take me 2 seconds to discern a person. 2, and don't open your mouth. It's a wrap. Because I can discern who you are. My discernment is on steroids. And it always has been. That has what has kept me out of danger my whole entire life. That I have the gift of discernment of spirits. The gift. So they can't play me. They may think I'm playing, even as a child. People that lied to me, and it cracks me up. It really do now. I used to be like, I ought to sock you in your throat for playing with me like that, for playing with my conscience, you know, thinking I'm stupid. I don't like that. But I've learned how to exercise self-control because the number one demon that I can identify is a lying one. The number one demon that I can identify is a lying one. The number one. It's like as soon as they lie, it's like something I can just start seeing the lies come out their mouth, and I'm trying to look at them and have a normal conversation while my spirit is alerting me, liar, liar, liar. It's like an alarm, liar, liar. I'll be like, then my facial expression, it just doesn't no good at all. Because it's like, I'm trying to, you know, get my thoughts together like, what the hell? And the Holy Spirit interrupted, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole conversation. So it's like they're saying, wah, wah, wah. You know, because all I see is liar, liar. I'm like, I ought to just sock you in the throat for just playing with me. Because you stupid. And lollipops get licked, and I ain't no sucker. I've gotten a lot better. Because a lot of people, because they know I have a giving heart, they'll be like, try to run a game on me. As if I don't know. And if I read the text, they be like, Dr. Tawana, do you have $50 because I just my life? And it's like liar, liar, liar. It's like I can't even hear what you say. I be like, what did you say? Hello? You know what? And then I have to let them know. Now I know you stretching the truth and you ain't being honest, but because you asked and because the Most High God said, give to everyone who asks, I'm going to give you what I can. No problem. But I do call them out on it. Because one thing that I cannot stand is a liar. Why? Lie. Hell, who am I? I can't do nothing to you. Who are you? You can't do nothing to me. Why lie? It's going to get exposed anyway. Because everything done in dark shall be brought forth to the light. Look at all the stuff that they've been planning in secret. Is it not coming to the light? Hello, somebody. All of the stuff they've been doing for years, is it not coming to the light? Because everything done in darkness shall be brought to the light, and every secret shall be broadcasted on rooftops. You can't hide nothing. It's going to be exposed, and I don't care if it takes 70 years. It's going to be exposed. So they don't need for me to lie. Lie about what? I ain't got no reason to lie to you. Who is you? I'm going to just tell you straight up what it is. A young lady just came to me the other day and said, did you really say that about me? I said, I did. What you think? I'm going to say I did it? You scammed me. Now, let me ask you a question since you asked me a question. Did you scam me out my money and did give me my money back? Okay, then. But you know what? You didn't scam me because it doesn't belong to me. You stole from the Most High God. So I'm going to let you have that one and y'all can deal with it together. But when it come down to me speaking my truth, I'm going to speak my truth. And don't be hopping up in my inbox talking about, oh, I'm really shocked and confused. First of all, let me help you with your confusion, dearly beloved. Did you steal something from me? Yeah or nay? Well, it wasn't like that. Well, it was like that because you know what? A year later, you ain't even try to make amends and say, I'm at least sorry. You could have had the money. But because you out here moving like a whole snake, then yes, I said it. I sure did. And, oh, well, you have a nice Sunday. You too. Thank you. Peace. What you thought I was not finna say that? And most people don't like me because of that. And I did. I did. But it is what it is. It wasn't even a thing about repaying me because I know that with my heart, I don't have no attachments to money like that. All I ask God for money is to be able to make sure his people is good, for me to do my purpose. That's it. My husband used to have a problem like, you don't never do nothing for yourself. So usually once a year, I'll go buy me clothes for a whole year. So I'm not a shopaholic. You know, my first ring was a Walmart ring. I still got it from my husband. He'd be like, what you want? I don't celebrate that. I got you. I'm cool. You want anything for this? No, I don't want anything for that. You want me to take you somewhere nice? Not to say he don't take me nowhere nice, because he does. But when it comes to this materialistic stuff, I'm good. I got my family. I got life. I'm blessed. And the only reason why I even prayed or cried about having resources is because I have so much on the inside of me that, God, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to supply the need, the resources. I'm a serial entrepreneur, which means my mind never shuts off. I can take something from nothing and make it. Why? Because I'm created in his image and likeness, and my daddy is a creator. He created us. So I'm created in his image and his likeness. So we didn't have them type of conversations. Look, Lord, you put me and shaped me and formed me. And when we're not able to do that, we start feeling insane. We start feeling inadequate. We start feeling like a loser. Why? Because we're not living up to the standard and the purpose that we have been destined to live up to. And that's where depression and hopelessness and all of that, because you don't have the resources to be you. I just want to do it, and it's frustrating me. I just want to do what I was born to do. And then you got people, like, well, you know what? Well, all the naysayers and doubters and people that don't want you to do. So my frustration come with that. Like, look, you're going to have to show me how to get the resources. And the most profound principle that he showed me that we all struggle with, he said to want to give. That's a commandment. That's a law. I don't care if you ain't even good or faithful or sinful. Devils use this principle. And I said, well, what do I have to give? Because I ain't even got nothing to give. He said, take evaluation what you got to give. I said, I got some food stamps. He said, well, give half of those. Go buy somebody else who ain't got nothing to eat, something to eat with them food stamps. And that's how I got started. I went and took $125 in food stamps, bought bread, bought some charcoal, bought some hot dogs, bought some chips, bought some Capri Suns, and a little Debbie cake, and went and found somebody who didn't have what I had and blessed them. And baby, let me tell y'all, I can show y'all gold and silver that people just start bringing to us. He said, when I went out there that first time I said, well, Lord, if you told me to do this, show me where I need to go. I didn't even know nothing about Kansas City, Missouri. We had just moved there. I had no job. They was not giving me no welfare. And my husband didn't have no job either. They said, all we will give you is Medi-Cal and food stamps. And that is all we had to our name. Do you understand me? When I did that principle, my husband got a job. Okay, people came up to us because the first week we went out there, I was like, look, we're going to need some more for next week. because it was so many people showed up. We got videos on YouTube. If you go it says my backup page. If you go look through my videos, you will see us out there at this time that I'm telling you about, giving out food and shoes to homeless men and women. And they would see, I was like, look, they out there like, Father, we gonna need some more because we didn't have enough. And they would say, when you gonna come back? Ooh, that would hurt my heart because they said, we ain't ate for 3 days. Can I have 4 hot dogs? When you gonna be able to come back? And that is where this was birthed out of, right there. I said, 4 days, you ain't ate. That's when I learned to shut my mouth about what I thought I did not have. And everything that I could put together from out of my kitchen, I start putting it together. Do you understand me? I could not even fathom. I mean, you had 17-year-olds whose parents died. And they was homeless because they didn't have parents. Oh, I said, oh, no. God, you're going to have to help me. Because this is overwhelming. I would leave that place in tears. I would leave it in tears. My prayers started changing at this time. Instead of me asking him for stuff, I was like, look, Lord, I'm so sorry. And I am so grateful that that's not me. I'm so appreciative, God, that it could have been me. And it's not. So I'm not begging you for anything but to give me resources to help your people. That's it. Father, I want to be able, I know what it's like. I've been homeless. I know what it's like to be hungry, to let your kids eat first because you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't enough for all of y'all. I know what it's like. I try to break into my neighbor's house to get some meat out of her house to feed my kids because we had nothing to eat. I know what it's like. And when I did that the next week, when I went out, people was passing by in cars and said, you know what? My shop just went out of business. Do you need some shoes? I'm like, yeah, I need some shoes. Gave me storehouses of shoes. And you know what the Lord told me? He said, you guys are supposed to be distribution centers. He said, you take all of those shoes and you give them out to the people who need them. But don't forget about your children. Didn't I say whatever you would be able to partake in sharing it, make sure your kids get some shoes. So then I stopped having to worry about new shoes. We had shoes up the yin yang. And then another lady said, you know what? I just closed down my beauty supply store. I got all these hair and products. Could you use them? We had a makeover retreat where they was able to come get some hair. And then somebody else came back and said, can we come out here with y'all and help pass out food? Because we didn't have enough. But you know what? Every week, something was added unto us. Every week. Every time we went out there, something was added unto us. Literally. One man, I never forgot. I was like, wow. We was coming out of Walmart. When I tell y'all, I can tell y'all some stuff. We drive into Walmart. We ain't got no signs, no decals, no logos, no nothing on our car. We just praising in the car. This Caucasian guy is waving me down and trying to get my attention and just flagging me. And I'm like, what's up, bro? Pull over. So we like, pull over. No, we ain't gonna pull over. The Lord God told me to tell you something. So when he said the Lord God, we pulled over. Gave us $1,000. He said the glory of the Lord is on your car. And I just had to stop you to give you this $1,000. What? I was like, oh, wow, we got more than enough. Let's have a whole entire event for them. We got more than enough. Then we went to Walmart to go get the stuff because now we're putting together a whole park event. Listen, y'all ain't going to be hungry. Y'all going to have some chicken. We're going to upgrade y'all from hot dogs, okay? We're going to have some chicken. We're going to have a real cooked meal like we would eat at home. We coming out of Walmart. This other Caucasian guy walks up. He says, and then he walks off. I'm like, that's weird. Okay. He comes all the way back. He says, I don't know what it is about you two. My father that just passed away not too long ago gave me this. But something keeps telling me that you ought to have it. Something keeps telling me. He handed me an ounce of gold. This thing was worth $3,000 because I went and valued it, got it appreciated. $3,000. When I tell you our basement underneath our house, we had a 4-bedroom, and it was like a 4-bedroom underneath the house, and the basement was full to the overflow of clothes, of shoes, of cameras, of all kind of stuff. We had a bucket under the bed. By the time we got finished with that event, we had $5,000 under the bed from people just giving. And that is how we got out of poverty. It was a principle. He said, I don't care how wrong you are. My word I exalt above my name. And that's why devils use the principles. These Illuminati artists and all that, they use the principles of seed time and harvest, sowing and reaping, giving back. They use the principles. That's why they're so wealthy. See, they call it the law of attraction. We call it sowing and reaping. They call it the law of attraction. Our book says, as a man thinketh, not just as he speak, as a man thinketh, so is he. They call it think rich, grow rich. Same principles. They just use it. And does God honor it? Absolutely. It does not matter. He honors his word, and he watches over his word to perform it, to bring it to pass. The only people who full of the word is the ones who ain't even profiting or benefiting or having with the words that they say out of their mouth. Why? Because they don't think it that way. It's religion. It's ritual. It's blah, blah, blah. You just saying stuff. No. I believe it. And I had enough today of the devil and them spraying these skies and all of this stuff and making people sick and all of this stuff. No, not on my watch anymore. And I will stand out here all day long until you completely cease. It went from a full-blown storm with hell dropping down like it was going to bust my window to completely calm. I ain't playing with you, period. And guess who else I ain't finna play with? These demons that want to do all this other stuff to us that they've been doing for the last 2 years with me saying enough said. With me saying enough said, okay? So I just came by here to show y'all something real quick, okay? Because y'all know I've been pushing this gas pedal on y'all. And y'all still sleep and trying to be relaxed and, laxy-daisy and all of this stuff. I've been telling y'all to go by the way of government contracting. I've been telling y'all to start y'all transportation company. I even reduced my prices and start offering sales. Did I not? Well, I want to show y'all something. Show y'all something real quick, then I'm gonna jump off y'all timeline. See, I'm just wise enough, crazy enough, radical enough to believe that if God, you said that it is time to get your reparations, and you said that it is time to plunder them and get your stuff back, all the 400 years that y'all been in captivity, I'm giving it all back to you, and you don't want to get up and go get it, you're sick. I wish I had a whole bunch of bodies, because I'll show y'all how to body this thing. I'll show y'all how to body this thing, literally. If I had all y'all bodies in y'all hands and all those who don't want to do nothing, if I could just use y'all body for a minute, I would show y'all how to body and rule in this earth like never before. Y'all think y'all heard about Solomon? Tawana will go down in history. I'm serious. I just want to show y'all something. And I said all that to say this, because I've been coming by y'all way for a cool minute, telling y'all the way and showing y'all, not flexing on y'all, because I don't have nothing to flex on. I am nobody without the Most High God. I am nobody. I'm just a filthy rag that says if you want to use anybody, hey, if you could do anything with me, here I am. That's it. And you better believe when I show up, it's because he sent me to show up. You better believe that if you are listening to me, it's because he sent me to you. You prayed, you fasted, you asked, you chanted, you meditated, whatever the heck you did. You asked for help, and I showed up. And I showed up. Having to go through things very tumultuous and enter places that most people don't want to enter, into to areas, hidden riches and secret places. And I was willing to leave my family and do that for a whole year and tell y'all, I know the way. I found it. Let's go. I found it. Come with me. I'm not trying to get all the way to the top and then have you come. No, come with me. I'm different. I'm set apart. Most people want to get to the top and then turn around and tell you, hey, how you doing? No, I said, come eat with me. And you still been playing. Why? Because the Most High, I asked him, I prayed for a whole entire year, how I'm going to be able to help your people. I cried many of tears. Father, I see what's coming. Father, I see what's going on. What can I do? He started giving me instructions. I need you to do this. When I thought that I was making money, that I thought that I was getting ready to make money and enjoy, he said, now I need you to take all of that and invest it over here and get that information. I still ain't taking no paycheck because he said, now it's not time to get paid. Now it's time to build. And I need you to scale this thing all the way up so that you well-rounded and you can serve multitudes of my people because I'm going to send them to you. So I don't need you honing in on one niche. They say, Dr. Tawana, you got to hone in on one niche. No, I'm a serial entrepreneur. That's the way God made me. Some he gave 10 talents, some he gave 5, and some he gave 1. So I'm one of them ones he didn't gave 10 talents to. So I can be well-rounded. I don't want to just serve one little people over here and this. No, I'm well-rounded. I stand in between 2 generations. The elderly generations, I got them that I'm serving. And the young people, I got them that I'm serving. And I'm standing in the middle. Because I said, what do I need to do? What? Show me. Praying and fasting for a whole entire year. And I can get the 12 that fasted with me. Y'all go look through some of my posts. Hey, let's go. We finna pray for 24 hours straight, 48 hours straight. You take the shift, you take the shift. Baby, when I say we prayed, we prayed. How, God? Because I see what they're doing. And I know you're not that God that's going to let us suffer. I know. You can't tell me nothing else. I fail to believe that. I fail to believe that you were so good that you will allow the enemy to take us out. No. I seen you in your word. No, you the same yesterday. Show me. I will go, God, because I don't see nobody else trying to go. Saw the churches closing their doors and telling them, give us tithes and offering. Now, why the hell you ain't helping the people? Where is the tithes and the offerings from years ago? Why they ain't got food right now? You know what I'm saying? Why is you steady asking for tithes to keep your buildings open? But these people, there's a sword coming against these people and you ain't got no food for them. They can't go into your gated houses. You know, them big old houses that y'all gave y'all money to them to buy. Oh, matter of fact, where's Black Lives Matter? They done bought them some mansions off y'all money and y'all ain't got nothing. You ain't got no better community. Kids still being shot dead. What's going on? Where are they, God? Where are those that are telling people to invest in themselves? Get something for themselves. Where they at? Where the Hebrew Israelites? Where y'all at, brothers? Y'all got truth. Where y'all at, sisters? Y'all got truth. But where are the communities being built and strengthened? Economically, I will wait. And I'm still waiting. Where they at? Y'all got knowledge, but you ain't got no money. You can't make no moves. You ain't got no unity. You're fighting with one another. Study trying to live like Abraham with 10 wives and all of this foolishness. But a sword is coming. And the pimp's still having prophetic conferences. And you go in a dry devil and come out a slick devil with a whole bunch of oil. Where are the people that is going to stand in this gap to preserve a generation? You said you will always preserve you a remnant. Where they at? He said, right there, right there. It's you. It's on you. Are you willing to go? Please come for me, because I done been around. I know all of the wickedness, the foolishness. Straight up. Bless God, Sister Sharon. Bless God. Bless the ministry. Bless the ministry for being able to be in a position to do that. But I want you to think about this parable right here, because this is what we need to be doing. The parable of the Good Samaritan. It said the priest and all of that, crossed over to the other side while he lay battered and bloodied and bruised. It still went on about their way to their sanctuaries and stuff. But look at the man, the Gentile man that people thought was dirty and all of that. He come along and get off his ass and put the man on his ass and take the man to an inn, a hotel, and tell the hotel clerk, let him stay here for as long as need be for him to heal up. And this is what I got for you right now. And if there is anything left over when I get back, I will take care of you. Do not bother him. That is the parable of the Good Samaritan, which means that you give a man a fish, they're going to eat for one day and be back. But you teach a man to fish, he's going to eat for a lifetime. And now we talking about real fishers of men. The church ought to be in position to pay people's rents up out here for a whole year. I mean, look, you done got the tithes for 500,000 years. Like, what's up? Tithes are brought into the house that there may be meat in my house for my people. So we should have apartment complexes so that none of God's people are sleeping on the grass and the ground where people poop. Ooh, thank you, Lord, for cleaning my mouth. I almost said something where people take a dump and blood is spilled on the ground and spit and loogies is on the ground and all manner of nastiness and rodents roll across the ground and they drop their droplets and poison on the ground. And you mean to tell me somebody got to sleep out there? And we ride by them and hallelujah, amen. Like, you better miss me with all of that. Miss me with all of that. Now build something for them to get off the streets, and then we can give a crazy praise. Build something so that they ain't never got to go back and eat out of the garbage can. So then we can do a crazy praise. Most people don't know, and I'm running out of time here because I want to show y'all something. I'm running out of time because I got another workshop I need to host coming up in about 15 minutes. So I'm getting ready to get off of here. But we have been called and commanded to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. And there are promises that are attached to making sure that we take care of those who cannot take care of themselves. That means orphans who don't have parents. That means widows who then lost their spouses. That means the poor who ain't got enough resources for themselves. And those that injustices are done, we're supposed to fight and defend the cause of those things. And there are certain promises attached to doing that. If you knew the word, you can stand on it and apply it. He said, when you give to the less fortunate, you are giving to them, and the Lord himself will repay you. So that's the number one way. When I said, when you think you're trying to beat me or whatever the case may be, steal from me, Lord, you said you will repay me. So I wasn't even expecting for you to repay me. You didn't steal nothing from me. You stole something from him who gave it to me. Now y'all go deal with that. You know, they using you, Tawana, and that. So what? They ain't using me. He gave me the resources. They using him. Whatever is being done to me is being done to him because he sent me. And they're going to have to stand and give an account for that. What you not finna do is make me change up or become a different person, because he gave me the gift of giving, and that is a gift. He gave me that gift of giving. And what I ain't finna do is let a devil come and ruin that gift so that that person that may need that gift later on down the road, I'm not all bitter and messed up because of what a devil did. Straight up. Not finna do that. So you may feel like you got away with something, but baby, everybody, there is a payment for you coming. For the wages, the paychecks of your wrongdoings. It's death. And you're going to give an account. I'm going to keep my hands clean, because what you can't do is mess up my blessings. I need those. I cannot allow a man or a woman to mess up my blessings, to mess up the clear communication. I cannot have my relationship with the Most High tainted behind a human being. You ain't that serious, and you ain't got that much power. I don't care who you is. You can be my mom. Look, you can be my daddy. I don't care. You can be my husband, my kids. All of them that I just named, they will tell you she will drop us like a hot habit, period, for her God. You ain't finna do that. I value relationships. If you think I'm finna follow out with you about some money, no. Baby, here's your refund or whatever. Whatever you think I owe you, here it is. Because I value relationships. Let my hands be clean. Because what I cannot have you doing is taking me back to poverty. And me responding a certain way and holding and harboring stuff in my heart a certain way will take me back to poverty. You ain't that important. Nah, move along. Now, I've been telling y'all because I've been coming around here, and I just want to share something with y'all for about another minute or two, and then I'm going to let you go. Because I've been trying to get y'all on this movement. When I said we was praying and he showed us the way, he showed us the way, and that's the way that I come to present to you all and keep on presenting to you all. That's the way that he has showed me. This is the way. So let me turn my camera around and share with you, beautiful people, the way. And why he told me to go this way, because he already knew. Let me go on over here real quick and pull this up just really, really briefly. Now, I shared this one earlier, and if y'all didn't know, I was going to share this video with y'all, because a lot of people be like, who is Dr. Tawana? Where else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where she come from? Is she a scam? Had a sister say, is she rich? Yes, I am. I'm rich in the spirit. Trust and believe. I'm fully loaded. But that video went viral on World Star and everywhere else. When I stood against them demons that tried to come and wipe out and kill all these people here in Texas last year. Now, I shared this on my status right here. House passes bill to fund small business grant program for $55 billion. $55 billion. Now, I'm sharing this with y'all because I want y'all to see something. On Friday, the U.S. House of Representatives passed H.R. 3807, a bill which calls for $55 billion to replenish a small business grant program. The bill aims to supply the small businesses in America which were most affected by the COVID pandemic. Now, you would have to get on Google to go and research who this bill is really for, who didn't really get that PPP money like they should have. Minorities. I'll just help y'all out, but go do the research yourself. The grant program was part of the American Rescue Bill, our plan, of the $55 billion. $42 billion is earmarked for restaurants, food trucks, wineries, breweries, and bakeries. Baby, if you ain't got one, I can help you get one. So when this drop, you will be in the right posture. to get $42 billion. Oh, if we all came on board, sweet God. But check this out. The remaining $13 billion would go to small businesses to include gyms, if you into fitness, event venues. Oh yes, theaters. What do you see? Ding, ding, ding. Transportation contractors. I gotta say that to the heavens. And sport teams. A portion of that $13 billion will be set aside for grant program oversight. Do you see it? Do you see it? Because I bet y'all didn't know about that. Most people don't know about it. They think like, okay, hook me up on that free grant. No, that's not what that means. And they're not giving that to you unless you too legit. The way they want you to be legit. The way they want you to be legit. So you wonder why I'm coming up here discounting all of the wisdom and the sacrifices and the thousands of dollars that I have had to pay to get this information. Because people will lie all day long and be like, I can get that on the internet. Well, I want you to, I'm waiting. I will wait here so that I can see. I'm frozen like the Summerator. You hear me? I'm still waiting. You is not. And see, what I love about what I do is I'm not only going to help you create your business, I'm going to help you start multiple businesses. So if you learn how to become government contract, guess what you now is? A consultant. You can teach it. Once you learn how to get through the SAMS federal management system, then you can go be like USCFR. That is a federal registration that's charging people $10K to get them through the SAMS federal management system. See, that's what I'm talking about. Then you turn around and the government says, what do? I help people get registered. Who? What people? Minority people. Oh, they got trillions of dollars for y'all. If you a minority, you're helping minorities. See, if y'all got denied for those EIDL loans, I got a sister that can get you approved. We're not out here playing like that, okay? Not only that, if transportation, let me tell y'all what I can do with y'all with transportation. I can have a field day with y'all with transportation, and that's why I'm pushing it the way that I'm pushing it. Okay, starting a transportation company is more than just an LLC, right? So now you can have a truckless transportation company that you don't never got to sit in it. And when I say transportation, it ain't got to be a big rig. It ain't got to be a F-250. It can be that you start a transportation company that services the elderly to take them to Target and Walmart and the shopping stores Monday through Friday. And all you need is a Class C license for somebody to do that. We show you how to hire, how to do the background, the whole 9 yards. And now they done contracted with you trillions of dollars to make sure that these on Medicaid be able to get transported to and from their stores. You also know how a lot of our people like to go to the casinos for no reason. They the worst ones. They ain't got no money, but they there for the casinos. You can start a transportation with a charter bus, go into this, taking them to each casino, a sightseeing. It don't matter. A bus system. In the rural areas, especially back in the South, they ain't got transportation. You got to walk on some dirt roads. Well, you can start a transportation company. Hello, somebody. And once you start that and you get people doing that for you, now you're talking about dispatching, because we teach you that too. There's a lot of transportation drivers that need loads. Give me them good loads. Send me here. That's 2 hours a day. Early morning, hey, you going to Florida. From Florida, you're going to drop off and you're going to go ahead and go down to Tampa. You're going to be home by Friday or Saturday, yada, 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 yada. Now so if you did want to do, you can do that for CDL and non-CDL. And then we show you how to broker it, how you become the contractor. And now you get you an app built and you put your loads on the board. And then get your authority, because you needed authority. You know how many transportation workers is out here without no authority? They under somebody else's authority. That's $1,900 all day long off tops for a CDL, and $1,500 all day off tops per driver that you lease your authority to. That ain't even including the dispatching. That ain't even including brokering. Oh my goodness, that's 5 streams of income from starting one transportation company. And Denny's Joker said that they got 13 billion for transportation contractors. OMG. And y'all gonna sit here and look like y'all don't want y'all reparations. Y'all want to still put y'all faith and hope in Kamala Harris them and all these people that quote unquote look like y'all and ain't doing nothing for y'all. Then y'all keep right on ahead doing it, okay? But for anybody that I can serve and want to be served, is you gonna pay me? Yes, I paid 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. So if I say 1,000, it is what it is. I'm going to make sure, I bet you I know this, how to get you structured and how to go get millions. 1,000 ain't nothing but a drop in the bucket. Now, if they telling you they got 13 billion that they getting ready to release here in a couple of weeks, you trying to count 1,000? Listen, you're going to pay me to show up. You're going to pay me to show up, and you're going to pay me to position you properly. Ain't gonna happen with them in DC. Well, if you believe that, then you believe that, Brick Malone. I'm not here to persuade you to believe otherwise. You know who it is gonna happen for? It's gonna happen for me. I am a kingdom ambassador, and it is happening for me. So if you want to have, as a man thinketh, so is he. You go right on ahead and think that. I'm not here to persuade you otherwise. But for anybody else, it had already passed. Okay. And even if they don't give that 13 billion, they got 1.5 trillion available for minorities. So we still good. And I know all the ways to give it. Okay. I know all the ways to give it and to get it. So if you don't think that it's going to happen in DC and blah, 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 baby, they're going to always need transportation. Right now, they need transportation, transporting these illegal immigrants and these refugees from place to place. They're going to always need real estate. That's why they're paying $30,000 per room for you to house them. They're going to always need somewhere to stay. Do you understand me? That's why they're paying you $20,000 per room out of Airbnb. Hello, hello, and hello again. It's the lack of information that you know thereof. And if you a fool, don't speak, because your folly will soon show. Your folly will soon show, okay? So if y'all ready to get signed up, most of my links where you can just go, no, I meant reparations. We taking those too, Brick Malone. We taking them. We're not asking for them. We taking them. Because it said it's been stored up for us. It goes hand in hand. They was never intended to give it to us. That's why we ain't got it. That's why we ain't got it. That's why we still ain't got 40 acres in the mill. The Homestead Act that passed still ain't got that. So now we done found a way. Can I tell y'all something before I go real quick? I'm going to tell y'all how deep this is. Dr. Martin Luther King, I don't know if I should say this. I feel like the Holy Spirit say, quiet. But if you knew anything about Dr. Martin Luther King, he was going over here and getting something from over here and then putting it back over here. That's all I'm going to say. And that costed him his life. That's all I'm going to say. What I am doing could come with some consequences, just so you know. Because it was never intended for us to know. It was never intended for us to know. We're going to put it in place in case they ever find out. But you talking about where you got a person trying to bring a tribe, a boatload of people, that can come with some consequences. But you know who the woman for the job? If you know who the woman for the job, put it in the chat. If you know who the woman for the job is, put it in the chat. If you know who the woman for the job is, put it in the chat. That's why I ain't scared. God is with me. He is within me. Greater is he in me than he that is in the world. And when my time is up, my time will be up. But it won't be up until I say it is finished. And it won't be up until he say, well done. That's all I'm going to say. Ain't no devil in hell. No, it's not going to happen. Not a minute, not a second sooner. Nah. Period. So if y'all want to go with me, I got 3 minutes to start this other workshop. Great things are happening. Great things are happening. Okay? Great things are happening. And we ain't in no famine over here. That's what you better understand. That's what's not happening. Neither was we in a pandemic, neither. Mm-mm. We did big things in a pandemic. So you want to believe that, oh, I can't do it, just do that on your own time. Don't get in my way and I ain't going to get in yours. Because I'm not, if he said it, I believe it. If he say now is the time to get something in place because what is getting ready to pop up, it ain't going to be no time. You ain't going to be able to move. When I say sit down, I'm going to need you to sit down. When I say be still, I'm going to need you to do that too. When he said sit in the house and apply the blood on the doorpost, he didn't say go out the house and peep out and see what was going on. He gave direct instructions, and that's what these instructions are right now. We must build while it is day, for when night cometh, no man can work it. And now is the time to go ahead and get a piece of the pie. If you're not legit and you need my help, let me go ahead and put this up here in the chat real quick, and then I got to really, really go because they're going to be waiting on me. I got to go straight from here to there, but it's all good. Email me if you're ready to go, okay? It's also up here as my banner. You can see it for just a minute, and I'm going to let the outro play. Where is it at? I'm going to let the outro play, and that'll give you enough time to get the email. TJT Worlds over here, y'all, okay? But I got to go. I need to go right now. I got 2 hours of coaching to man real quick. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, so it's over there. Y'all ready to go? Let's go. Email me. I'll definitely have my assistants. Y'all don't get over there demanding I need to talk to her right now. Listen, that's not going to happen because I'm coaching, I'm teaching, and all of that. So my assistants is there to serve. If you ready to go, don't be emailing them talking about, can I get more information? I come here to give you the information so I leave no room for doubt. I tell you exactly what it is that we're going to do. Don't play games because we ain't playing games. You ready to get started? Then go ahead and hit up the email and the assistants and get going. Okay? That's just what it is. And I'll see y'all in a little bit.